What's up, YouTube? Once again, it's King Manje. I am the leader and the captain of my destiny, and I do believe I will succeed, and so therefore I do. I'm gonna hop right into it, man. This is one of them CYA madness stories, man. So back in 2002, I was sentenced to 13 years in CYA for carjacking with a deadly weapon. I was I had to do at least 3 years of my 13-year sentence. And so in 2005 at YTS, Youth Training School in Chino, California, uh, the environment was tense. It was a racial environment. It was the Mexicans attacking the blacks on site and the blacks attacking the Mexicans on site. The white boys rode with the Mexicans and everybody else tried to stay out the way. So this was always the atmosphere. This was something we got used to. This was what we was doing. And so, but there was also a contact football. They had a football up in YTS with football pads, football gear. You know, you could put the equipment on. They had teams. Every building had their own teams. So and we would play against each other. And that was that. That was the only contact sports we had within the state of California that was still left. So I remember one time we was at football practice. I was on I and J. We had our own football team. I was the running back. And so we're out there practicing. And when we're practicing in the middle of the field. So YTS looks like a big college. I've never been to college, but it looks like what I would imagine a college campus looks like. You imagine the football field, and then it's a big old track around the football field. Well, the big track around the football field, there's cottages or there's buildings all along that circle, and in the middle sits the field. Well, we're in the middle of the field playing football practice, practicing for our football. And so as we're out there playing for our football, practicing for our football team, there's a building, one of the mainline buildings, E&F, let out some of its inmates to walk to the trade line. So how YTS was, anytime inmates were released to walk the trade line, usually when they were from mainline, they would shut down the yard or shut down the line, because you had somebody that was more likely to attack a black or more likely to attack a Mexican walking the line. So when they would do that, they would make sure usually nobody's out there so they can't attack them. But most of the time, that's how they're supposed to do it. But they ain't do it like that. They just let them out, and they let them out when somebody's around, so that way something can go down. Well, this day, that's what they did. We're out there playing football. So it's about, maybe we got like a 15-man team. We got full equipment on, shoulder pads. We got helmets on. We out there practicing football. All of a sudden, they let out two Mexicans who are walking to go get their medication during pill line. The Mexicans, like I say, they attack blacks on sight. So they see some blacks out there on the football field playing football. Two Mexicans ran up on the field against 15 blacks with shoulder pads, helmets. So the Mexicans ran up. They run up, and I remember a dude named Sleep took off his helmet, swung it. As soon as they ran up, he just swung it, cracked one of them straight in the nose with it. Boop! Smashed his nose. Blood started squirting everywhere. Now, when these Mexicans ran up, they had razor blade. They was running up to try to slice somebody. But so when Sleep smashed the first one with the helmet, his football helmet, in the face. The other one hesitated and immediately got mauled. Guys jumped on him, beat him down, and that was generally the atmosphere. So, but what was crazy about it was, what did they think was gonna happen? They ran up on dudes who were playing football with football pads. So even if you had the little razor, you ain't gonna be able to really. I mean, maybe well, you can't slice nothing, arm. But they ran up anyway, uh, being foolish. Got that ass whooped, and yard down, stuff like that. Yard down, come get them up out of there. Uh, This was one of them stories I remember because this is one of those times where, uh, as I seen the Mexicans running towards us, I didn't think it was towards us. I mean, I seen them running. I seen them running in our direction, but I didn't think they would try to run up when we had our whole football squad out there. But they did, and that's how they used to do, jumping gates, running from building to building, acting like terrorists, acting like menaces. Uh, CYA, especially YTS, was like that. The reason was just they were training. They were just training for to be soldiers in prison, I guess. But really, in prison, I ain't seen nobody acting that damn crazy. This is one of them just CYA madness stories. And so after that, we continued, going out there and practicing on that field. We actually made it to the playoffs. Turns out I broke my ankle on one of the games, and so when it came time to play in the playoffs, I wasn't at 100%, and so we did end up losing. But like I say, that was only the one. That was one of them. We was one of the only institutions left in California that still had uh, contact sports with pads and equipment and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm King Manye. Uh, I was sent to inspire those who are great and sometimes tend to forget. I'm checking in with the whole Manye tribe to let you know that we still alive and we still doing this, and that it is never too late to turn this thing around, man. No matter how many years you done put involved in the gang lifestyle, no matter how many times you done rolled for the set and how much uh, enemies you got, it's never too late to turn this thing around, man. It's never too late to do the right thing. And that's what we're trying to promote today. Hey, y'all have a blessed day. Y'all be easy. And y'all take care of yourselves.